Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're talking about NIST SP 80171 and CMMC Level 2, why you need a policy and procedures for posting information to publicly accessible systems, even when you don't ever post CUI publicly. So hey, if you're a defense contractor who's feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this DFARS, NIST SP 80171, and CMMC compliance stuff, I've got great news for you. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we can help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. Let's jump into it. So let's kick things off with a common objection I hear all the time. Mike, we never post CUI publicly. Why would we need a policy about going and posting to public websites or our own website? Well, look, I get it. If you've never posted controlled unclassified information on your website, social media, or even in a press release, this requirement might feel like one of those government overreach things. But here's the deal. The requirement is just about what you post today. It's about what could happen if you don't have clear controls in place. And of course, controlling what's posted, well, that's what the control is. Have I mentioned control? They want control. You should have control. Let's break it down. 1. The requirement explained. NIST SP 80171 and CMMC Level 2 include a control known as SC.L2-3.13.5. This control requires the organizations implement policies and procedures to prevent the unauthorized posting of controlled unclassified information on publicly accessible systems. Okay, sounds straightforward, right? But this goes beyond just CUI. The control is really about creating safeguards to prevent mistakes before they happen. Think of it like locking the front door even if you live in a safe neighborhood. You're not assuming anything bad will happen, but you're still covering your bases. Without policies in place, your team could unintentionally post something sensitive, and that's a compliance nightmare waiting to happen. It's not just about CUI, metadata can be risky too. Here's something that catches a lot of people off guard. Even if you're not posting direct CUI, metadata and supporting details in public posts can create vulnerabilities. Imagine you post a harmless photo of a team meeting on your company's website. No CUI there, right? But wait, someone could analyze the photo, look at whiteboard notes in the background, or cross-reference file names from attached documents. This kind of data leakage can give hackers or competitors valuable clues about your operations. Your policy should cover how employees handle photos, videos, and any kind of file uploads to prevent accidental exposure of sensitive information. Let's be honest, everybody loves that cool picture of the rocket part that you're building, but our enemies can actually take that and reverse engineer it. Social media risks are real too. Let's talk about social media. I know everyone wants to share their latest contract wins or photos from that big defense expo, but without strict procedures, someone could inadvertently share too much and give somebody some bad information. Here's an example. An employee posted a congratulatory tweet about a new project, mentioning your defense client by name and describing the scope of work. Even though there's no CUI in the post, it might still violate contract confidentiality agreements. Your policy should clearly define what's safe to share and require approval for posts about projects, clients, or sensitive operations. Now, speaking of policies, let's policies protect you from human error. Let's face it, people make mistakes, and in the digital world, a single error can have massive consequences, like a ripple in the water. A policy and procedure document helps prevent these slip-ups by providing clear guidance on what types of information require review before being posted, who's authorized to approve public posts, and how to secure files and images before uploading them. It's like having guardrails on a mountain road. Sure, you might never fall off the edge, but those guardrails will save your business if something goes wrong. Also, auditors will ask about this. Here's a fun fact. Auditors conducting a CMMC Level 2 assessment are going to want to see this policy, even if you argue, but we don't post anything publicly. They'll still expect documented procedures in your system security plan. Why? Because policies demonstrate that you've thought through risks and established controls to mitigate them. Auditors aren't just checking for technical security here, they're checking for maturity in how you manage information. Without the policy, you're likely to get hit with a not met finding. And trust me, you don't want that. Now, how to create a strong policy. So how do you create a policy that covers this requirement without making life harder for your team? Here are some key elements. Define the scope. Explain what type of information need to be reviewed and controlled, like what kind of articles or what kind of information needs to be kept out of the public eye. Assign responsibilities and specify who is responsible for approving public posts. Next, establish review procedures. Outline a process for reviewing posts before they go live. Next, train your team. Make sure employees understand the risks and the policy's importance. And finally, have a post post-posting review process. That's right, post-posting review process. Make sure somebody's actually reviewing what's already out there so that we can make sure that if there is CUI that got accidentally posted, it's reviewed quickly and taken down. If you need help with documentation, the good news is our virtual compliance officer service can help provide policy templates tailored to your organization. Now, in the real world, consequences are real. Let's talk about consequences. Imagine your company accidentally posts a press release with CUI details. It could result in a breach of contract, negative audits and compliance penalties, loss of future defense work, and some really ugly fines. Heck, exposing CUI to the wrong people nowadays can actually even show up and wind up causing you some major contract revocation. Don't wait until something like this happens to you, and let's take action. Putting a policy in place now is a small investment that can save you from massive headaches later and even CMMC certification failure on those controls. Here's a quick recap. Even if you never post CUI publicly, you still need a policy to prevent accidental data exposure. I know, this was a big wake-up call for us even when we went through our audit. Metadata, photos, and social media posts can unintentionally reveal sensitive information. Policy provides clear guidance to employees and reduces human error. Auditors will expect to see this policy during CMMC Level 2 assessments. Create a strong policy that defines scope, responsibilities, and review procedures. And hey, if you're like many out there who are struggling to figure all this stuff out, and you look at this and you go, man, there's no way I would have figured out this policy even as something I need, you're not alone. Because we take defense contractors who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped in their laps like a seagull on a sunny day. And we teach you how to level up and be a proper on-call compliance hero for your company, eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work with higher profit margins. Now that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. If you're looking for more help getting compliant, our compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit cmmccompliancesecrets.com or check out the description below for links to get help right now. If you love the content we're putting out here for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button, or even better, you know what to do, smash that subscribe button. Especially, listen, if you're watching this video right now and you got to this point, I know you got some value out of it, help us out. Hit the subscribe button. Hey, until the next compliance tip, my friends, keep your shields up, your software updated, your sense of humor intact, because in the world of defense manufacturing, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And those strange Nigerian princes that always want to give us a castle if we'll just fill in the form. Ugh. Until next time, stay safe, my friends. Stay safe and secure out there. Hit us in the comments below. Let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. And you bet, I'll see you on the next one.